Hello and welcome back to another model review. So the model we have here for today is the Hogan Wings 737 one. Wait, hold on. We have the Hogan Wings 1/200 scale 737 Max 8 in the Boeing colors. I got this model from Everett in Seattle. So basically Boeing's home airport and factory. I got to go in the factory, and it was huge. I think they says it could hold Disneyland in it. Crazy to believe that the real one is made in that kind of factory. It's meant for a factory more of like the 777s and 747s. Now, if you're wondering a little bit about the 737 Max crisis, I can tell you a little bit about that. So what happened was American Airlines actually told Boeing that they should make a newer model or newer version of their great 787 plane, and they did. But the problem was Boeing rushed it simply because, well, they didn't have much time in their hand to catch up with Airbus. So what happened was the engines they put on the plane were actually a little too big, and so it actually affected a little bit of the aerodynamics. Because this one doesn't get it properly, but the tip of this engine up there, where that very like this area, right, it's not the shell, but the engine at the very front actually sits higher than the leading edge of the wing, and it caused in this area to be less lift, so it caused the plane to nose up a little. So when the plane was just flying, it would nose up a little bit more than usual, or it could. Let's just say if you put it in the right situation, it nose like up a little too much because of the thrust input and lift. And MCAFs was built to prevent the plane from doing that, so it's like a stall prevention, so it lowers the nose back down. And the problem was, since it was all rushed, the program MCAS wasn't working properly. It did its job, but it wouldn't stop, meaning that it continued to keep nosing down, and it led to those fatal incidents. But right now the plane has been recertified and it's flying again, so that's good news. Anyway, back to the model. You can see that it has windshield wipers, landing gear, it does roll, the name of the plane, logo, door, nice paint job, windows, exit doors, more windows going to the back, nice engine detail. Engine blades do spin, but I'm not going to attempt it. We have our split wingtip. It does have the title on there, 737 Max. Oops, sorry. You see right there's a little green light. On the wing, we got the slats, ailerons, spoilers, and flaps. It's a nice detail. The same box from the other model. It does have the cargo doors. You can see it underneath the Boeing title. And there's the tail. Plane's a little dusty, so it looks actually a little bit nicer in person. And an APU. Yeah, it is painted. There's a black dot right there. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's right there. So that's like the exhaust of the APU. Moving on to the next side. Exactly the same, of course. Just no cargo doors. Moving on to the model stand. Like the other models, or the bigger ones, this one's made of wood and metal plate that has the name of the aircraft and the company's name. You have a metal, I'm not sure what you call it. It's just a thing that holds the model. The base is wood, and it has foam pads so it doesn't scratch up your desk, and it screws in. It's just the same as the other ones that were made of wood. Bending the camera down. So the model does come with gear up or gear down configuration. The gear on this rolls pretty smooth. A little bit stiffer, but it can roll just fine. Moving to the bottom of this, actually let's start with top. The top of this aircraft. You see the windshield wipers. No lights on top. You see the details in the wings. Pretty nice. Moving to the bottom. See the landing gear door. Well, landing gear itself. Nose landing gear. Big title on the bottom, 77 Max. Nice wing details on both sides. Yeah, there's imports right there as well. Not sure what their purpose is, but they're just there. Landing gear. Some sort of tail strike device. And yeah, APU. Alright, now let's move on to a very quick size comparison since every model is basically the same. So here it is next to the same planes I've reviewed numerous times in size comparison. So let's make this quick. You already know that size comparison. And you already know this size comparison. And here is what they look like, height-wise. All these models I bought them at the same time and from the same place, Everett. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this model review.